Hello! Today, as I planned, I will let you know the easy way to memorize Hangul. After this class, you will easily remind the sound of consonants. Actually, Hangul consonants were modeled after the oral structure by King Sejong. There are 5 basic consonants: 기역, 니은, 미음, 시옷, 이응. And the other consonants are derived from these consonants. Let's see this principle visually. This is the oral structure. Let's see how the consonants were created. First, 기역. This sound is made as the back of the tongue touches the soft palate. So the form of the consonant was modeled after this articulation. 그, 그. And some consonants were derived from 기역, such as 쌍기역 and 기역. The name of this consonant is 쌍기역. For your information, 쌍 means couple in Korean, 기역 is 기역. So this name is 쌍기역. When the consonant is a double consonant, it has tense sound. 쌍기역 is tense consonant of 기역. So its sound is produced with greater tension while you pronounce 기역. Let's check the sound. 그, 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 그. Next, the name of this consonant is 기역. This is aspirated consonant of 기역. So this sound is produced with a noticeable burst of air while you pronounce 기역. Let's check the sound. 그, 크, 그, 크, 그, 크, 그, 그, 크, 그, 그, 크. Second basic consonant is 니은. This sound is made as the tip of the tongue touches alveolar ridge. So the form of the consonant was modeled after this articulation. N, N. And there is a consonant which is modified from 니은. It is called 디귿. By adding a line from 니은, 디귿 is created. 디귿 sound is made as the tip of the tongue touches hard palate. And it has a little bit harder sound compared to 니은. Let's check the difference between these two sounds. N, D, N, D. And there are also some consonants which are derived from 디귿, such as 쌍디귿, 티읕. Likewise, 쌍기역, 쌍디귿 is double 디귿. This double 디귿 consonant is tense consonant. Thus, its sound is produced with greater tension while you pronounce 디귿. Let's check the sound. D, 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 D. Next, the name of this consonant is 티읕. It is aspirated consonant of 디귿. So this sound is produced with a burst of air while you pronounce 디귿. Let's listen to the sound. D, T, D, T, D, T. There is another consonant which is modified from 니은. The consonant 리을 is the one. As the form of this consonant has many curves, it has soft sound. L, L. Okay, third basic consonant is 미음. Its sound M is bilabial nasal sound. So it is pronounced by closing both lips together and letting the air pass through the nose. So this consonant was created by modeling the shape of mouth when pronouncing it. M, M. And of course, there is a consonant was modified from 미음 too. 미음 is no exception. 비읍 is the one. By adding 2 horns from 미음, 비읍 was created. It is bilabial sound like 미음, but has harder sound. B, B. Then let's guess which consonants were derived from 비읍. Yes, the first one is tense consonant of 비읍, which is 쌍비읍. Its sound B is made by pressing the lips together tightly, then releasing them strongly. B, B. Let's check the sound. B, 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 B. Then, next derived consonant is 피읍. This sound is also made by pressing the lips together and releasing them with a strong burst of air. P, p. Let's check the difference. B, p, b, p. Fourth consonant is 시옷. The consonant 시옷 was designed to represent the appearance of teeth when pronouncing it. To make this sound, the upper and lower teeth positioned closely, and the tip of the tongue is placed behind the teeth while letting the air flow out through the narrow space. S, s. 시옷 also has tense consonant. Guess the name of this tense consonant? It is 상시옷. When we pronounce s with strong tension, we can make s sound. S, s. Let's check the difference. S, 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 s. I think it is better to understand when we compare these two consonants with vowels, such as 사, 싸, 서, 서, 소, 소. 시옷 has modified consonant too. By adding a line to 시옷, 지읒 was created. Its sound is similar to 시옷 but has slight difference. When we pronounce 지읒, the tip of the tongue touches hard palate. 즈, 즈. And 지읒 has tense consonant and aspirated consonant. Tense consonant is 쌍지읒. When we pronounce 즈 sound with strong tension, we can make 즈 sound. 즈, 즈. Let's check the difference. 즈, 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 즈. An aspirated consonant of 지읒 is 치읒. This consonant was created by adding a spot to 지읒. So sound is also similar. When we pronounce its sound ts, the tip of the tongue touches alveolar ridge. Ts, ts. Let's see the difference. T, 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 t. The last basic consonant is 이응. 이응 was created by modeling the vibrating vocal cord. 응, 응. For your reference, I will leave the explanation of 이응 sound on the comment section. And finally, the last consonant is 히읗. This consonant was created by adding two lines to 이응. It is aspirated consonant of 이응. The consonant 히읗 is pronounced by letting out a burst of air through the open vocal tract, typically from the glottis. Its sound is similar to slight laughing sound, like So when Koreans text a message, they sometimes add these letters at the end of the sentence. At last, our consonant class is done. It was quite long, right? But thanks to this class, I hope you understand Hangul better and easier. Most of all, I hope you can grasp Hangul consonants instinctively. Then, this class is over, and I will meet you on the next video. Bye! 안녕!